Welcome to another episode The World According to Frank. All right, guys. Yeah, welcome to another episode. It's episode 9. Yeah, it's episode 9. I've done not as many of these as I'd like to, but it's still a lot. 9's still a lot of anything. Just think about it. 9 lives, 9 bottles of milk, 9 bottles of anything. 9's a lot, guys. So, and right now, I'm welcoming another show. I know I don't do this often enough, and I might not have anybody. I really wish the app I use, StreamYard, doesn't have the amount of viewers in the corner. I wish I could turn that off because right now it's 0. That's right, it's 0. So I'm doing this for the online, for just the pipes, for the international highway. Wow. For the information highway wires. All right, so maybe it's good nobody's watching. I'm just going to be stammering and stuttering. And this isn't really the most interesting of issues either. It's actually kind of boring, and it shows how much of a dick Frank Castle could be. He could be a real dick. And we're going to be seeing that in today's issue. The Punisher Warzone, issue 1 from 1991. There you go. Look at that. Look at this cover now. All right. Ooh, it opens up real nice. And we'll get to a better thing in a second. Oh, hey, guys. So, this is the interior right here. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. You know, look how the hole's cut out here. See? And it's pretty awesome, I gotta say. It's a very 90s. You know, it's a wraparound cover. And we'll get to look at that in a little more detail. But you just get to see how cool it is. See? It's got a little window for the skull to peek out. And for me to peek out. Hey, me in the skull, like peeking around. Got 0 viewers on, so I'm peeking around. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this one. I'm just gonna go crazy. But yeah, so this, like I said, this comic's not phenomenal. It's nothing hilarious happens. It's solid. It's Chuck Dixon and art by John Romita Jr. The very controversial, the very same. So that will be interesting. I'm trying to see if there are any good advertisements, because the copy I have on the computer to share with you guys does not have the advertisements, as they like to call them. Now they got this Three Musketeers adventure comic right here. Nothing too special there. Do some moonlighting as a crime fighter, Nightshade. So I guess we're gonna start this off. All right, and big welcome to whoever just came in. So, yeah, I'm going to read off this advertisement of Nightshade, and then we'll get on with the show. Ooh, somebody just left. I really wish this counter wasn't here, y'all. Oh man, I really wish I didn't see that. Like, that's really going to ruin things for me. I couldn't keep that one person. Well, they didn't give me much of a chance. They didn't give me much of a chance at all. You know, what are you going to do? You know, in this crazy world, you're just trying to make your own, you know? Oh, maybe if I have a meltdown, will that attract viewers? Yeah, if you ever watch this video and you think I should have a meltdown to attract viewers, let me know in the comments. So, I won't be reading the Nightshade thing. That kind of ruined it off. If you want to hear me read the Nightshade commercial, get at me in the comments. Now I just don't have the mood for it. Somebody came in, somebody came out. So no Nightshade for you guys. Like I said, let me know. All right, so let's get right to it, fellas. Let's get right to it. I'm just gonna get right into the comic. There we go. See, that's the cover out close, just like Big Frank going out on the town, shooting around. John Romita Jr., as you can tell, with a scrunchy face. Yeah, it's very John Romita Jr., but this is clean. This is clean Romita. And now we have this here. See, it looks weird with just the white there over it instead of my eyes and mouth. So yeah, blasting away criminals. That's what he does. That's all he does. And this wastes no time to get the start. Like, there's no time wasted here at all. He just gets it. Stand back, man. All wasted. He's in Bushwick section of Brooklyn, which is apparently. I didn't get to go to Brooklyn and Bushwick, Brooklyn, when it was Punisher Warzone, Brooklyn, like it's here. There's a lot more coffee shops and baked goods stores and people around on big bikes than there are criminals and crack houses. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was at around this time. So it's just very strange to see Punisher talking about it like it's a war zone when, it wasn't really. It was actually they were pretty nice places, and it's crazy to me. Not nice, like obnoxiously nice. Not like a place I'd, you get out of there quick. You get your artisan treats that you realize you paid way too much money for, and then you get out. It's a different kind of robbery that happens there. Anyway, so his snitch has gone. Oh, my snitch has gone ballistic on ice or lightning or some other lab junk. I want to know what lightning is. Anybody knows what lightning is? Let me know. So it goes on. He's killing his informant because he's just gone crazy. Gonna go for cops. Yeah, no, this isn't anything. Hey, I know, man. I know you, man. I got something for you. Like, now he recognizes him. I guess he didn't recognize the big man with the skull on his chest. And you got nothing I could use, Delbert. And then he just blasts him away. Only the dead know Brooklyn. Which I don't get that. I'm not sure if that's an allusion to something. I'm not sure at all if that's, but I guess only the dead know Brooklyn. I know Brooklyn. Am I dead? Is this like a whole Sixth Sense thing that I've been dead the whole time? Maybe that's what I should do, get more viewers. But yeah, Delbert was useful. He heard things. He hung with the bottom feeders. He could hang with the devil now. You get a lot of good classic, like poetic justice writing from Chuck Dixon here. Even though it's not great. Like, none of this is great. You got Punisher looking cool. The art is the best thing about this book, and that's crazy because John Romita Jr. is not this good anymore. And like, this is perfect kind of stuff here. Oh yeah, she's all upset because it could have been the man called Punisher. She doesn't want to dip, and this is where Punisher's a real dick to Micro, who's like a nice guy, So Micro's busting his balls about killing somebody wrong. Good thing we set up in Brooklyn here places us closer to the action. Again, apparently this is a place where I didn't have enough money to get scones. Was a place where there's a lot of gun activity going on. That's all. That's something. So, now Micro's going at him. Listen to me, Frank. You're not getting enough sleep. You're pushing too hard. Maybe your judgment's off. I dealt with it. You weren't there. It turned out all right, right? Then he's like, yeah, are you going to start Monday morning quarterbacking me? Yeah. Punisher dips. Just out. He doesn't want to tell Frank where he's going. He's just going out, and he has to mention, we're not married, Frank. She's right. And then he follows Microchip to figure out where he's going. And Microchip, because he's good, just goes around undetected like he's always being followed. He doesn't know he's being followed by the Punisher, but he knows he's being followed. And then Punisher goes around, has a sad family montage, has what has to happen in almost every Punisher comic. You gotta know. Yo, big shout out to Javi, my man, coming in on the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Happy you're here, man, because it's been dead. A couple people bounced in and out, and I don't know if it's. I think it's just me. I don't think people like me, Javi. But yeah, I'm thinking also that I'm going to have a meltdown, and that will attract a lot of viewers. Let me know if I should have a meltdown, Javi. Anyway, back to the comic. So he has this sad, gloomy Punisher flashback of his family dying, which is terrible. But he's thinking about it as he's hitching a ride on the back of a train, like a G. If you're ever going to have to be sad about your family, it's when you're hitching to the back of a train to stalk your friend. Just make sure he's on the up and up, even though he's your most trusted compatriot. And then Micro comes out, and he's put on a beard since he left the train. This is deep cover for Micro. He's liking it less and less. How cool does Micro look with a beard? Let's not pass that up. He looks like a vacation George Lucas. I like it. So, it goes on. He's following Micro. What's he doing? He's in an office. This guy's taking notes. Yeah, can't read Micro's lips through the phony beard. Shit. All right, that's awesome. And take a look at this Punisher. That's a cool Punisher in the ring. Like, I really like what John Romita Jr. is always doing. And Live Meltdown is always entertaining. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'll build up to it over an arc. So, people start with this video, and then I'll just get the more and more meltdown prone. I'll be like, oh, man, this guy has a diary of his madness. Oh, well, let's see. We'll play it by ear. Anyway, Micro, fake beard covering up. Punisher's pissed. Nice John Romita art here. I gotta say, I don't know if you caught that, Hobby, but this is John Romita Jr. doing this art, and it's probably the best art he's done. And I like him, but this is good. It's the best thing about it. Now, we get such a dickheaded Frank. Welcome home, Micro. Have a good time, Micro. Where'd you go? The movies? A little shopping? What's going on, Frank? Why all the questions? I followed you, Micro. I saw you and your buddy talking. What do you talk about, Micro? He says Micro a lot, and that's obnoxious to me. And I can imagine how pissed Micro is. He's pissed. I need to know who's the guy you're talking to. And look at him. Ooh, that's like a menacing, that is terrifying. Like, he looks like a real scumbag there. Like, that's, ugh. Anyway, like a psychoanalyst, a shrink. I got nobody else to talk to, And then, he reveals he talks to a shrink about his kid and is like, you tell him, I still miss him, Frank. And he's like, I need to talk to a psychiatrist. And look at this art. Like, Micro looks cool here. This is all good. And Punisher's like, do you tell him about me? And then he's all pissed and he leaves. And then Punisher messes up the place like a real douchebag boyfriend kind of guy that he's being. He's being like a real douche. Michael slams the door behind him. I hurt him. He needed it. He's losing his edge. We're like, yeah, I hurt him, but he'll heal. He just needs more scar tissue. Like, Frank's a real dick. Frank's a real dick in this. Like, it's hard to be a Frank Castle fan when he's treating Micro like that. Come on. Micro be doing it for himself. And now and then we cut to, apropos of nothing, and there's the Republic of Yartugia off the Caribbean coast of Colombia. Don't be frightened, me, hijo. Tell me what happened yesterday at El Presidente's villa. Because, I don't know why they can't just do translated from one thing. And when they do, they always do the weird thing of having these people talk in their native tongues, except for like one or two things to remind you. But it's weird that they do that. I don't get it because they, whatever. I get it, but just do translated from and then put slang terms that cannot be translated. Like El Presidente is still the president if you're going to translate a thing. Anyway, so there's a whole thing about some Banana Republic place getting overrun by a president in his first day, and somebody can't be taken down by his troops. It's just one man. It's like, and it's very weirdly written and not very good. The art's cool here, but then poor sucker's first act as president was his own state funeral. Oh, and one man can kill 100 men when the name's man is Shotgun. So this guy's name is Shotgun. I don't know. Like, he just pops up. And by the way, we hear no more from Shotgun in this issue. That was his introduction. And he may pop up in other issues. I haven't read this series. So Frank wakes up hoping for Micro. He's not there, so it's time to go to work. Then we cut to a Chinese restaurant where they also run all the gambling money. It's getting robbed. Oh, yeah, and then Punisher catches them. These are a bunch of mobster is robbing the place. He catches him. You guys walked out without your fortune cookies. Punisher loves quipping. That's not like what it, I guess fortune cookies are bullets. So he's blasting around. He's not playing with these guys. He's just ready to go. He's just ready to get these guys going. And they're packing heavy, and they're on the rush that a holdup gives you. Oh, yeah. Adrenaline and fear mixed with a few reds and 4 roses. Oh, I didn't get this before. I thought he meant rosés, like wines and stuff. I thought they were like eating meth pills and drinking wines, but he meant 4 roses, as in like shooting them dead. And I guess reds are bennies, uppers, beepers. They're called beepers, right? Anyway, so he's shooting them down. He's just trying to blow them up, make a point, and then he takes this kid. And this is an old classic that they used in the first Punisher movie. Yeah, it is a lot of shotgun rounds. Like, yeah, he's going off, Poppy. And you'll enjoy this. This is a scene that they would have, when they made the first Punisher, not second Punisher movie with Thomas Jane, they had this scene in it. It's a classic scene that you'll know. He has this guy tied up, and he's like, get me an introduction to bosses. I want to get in. He's trying to trick him, and he's like, oh, hey, I'm going to torch your back. Nothing hurts like a flamethrower. It's like ice cold, And so he gets his flame torch, and he's going to torch the guy. But he's like, it's so hot that it just feels cold. And so instead of burning him, he just jams a popsicle in him. So he gets tricked, thinks it's the flame, screams, and admits to it. And so, yeah, he gets the guy to agree. There's this whole boring conversation. Like, nobody writes mobsters and goons and everybody and bad guys like Garth Ennis. So these guys just aren't that good. Like, that's a nice detail. No way, Andy. I just got back from my mother's in Trenton. I like that. But yeah, and he's like, he hires a guy, and it's Johnny Tower. It's Frank Castle's secret identity. Look at him there, looking good, and that's it. That's the next issue, which I don't think it's in black and white like that, but that's badass looking. So yeah, that's it for that issue. It wasn't really. Yes, it was that scene. That's where it's from. You think this issue's worth like $1 million because it's got the ice cream torch scene in it, Avi? Let's hope one day. But yeah, that's where that scene comes from. Punisher Warzone, issue 1, 1991. And that's what we saw, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that was that. Very short episode. The very short episode. Because there wasn't much to go on there. Because it was just a whatever issue. It wasn't bad. Wasn't good. Punisher was a real dick. John Romita Jr. art was decent. Especially close-ups of the face and stuff. Nobody looked like weird deformed children like they do usually. And I like that look. But it's nice to see him do clean. And yeah. I should probably get it graded. Put it up on auction. But yeah, so guys, that was that. And thank you, Javi, for making it the one person, so it wasn't a spiral into madness that it would be. That's to come. Welcome Back to Frank is going to be more like an H.P. Lovecraft novel of a man descending into madness and you not seeing anything around him except for him freak out. Yeah. So we'll see what that is. We'll see if that happens or if it just stays a show about the Punisher and it's about my normal level of madness. So yeah, just in case anybody watches this on the replay, check, subscribe, like my channel, like what you can, and come back. Come back when you can. Check me out on 90 Miles from Comics because YouTube is 90. And with me, Chad, Javi, I'm so happy to be a co-host on that show. It's a good one. And check out Oprah Boys Book Club. open, boys, on the Conquistadorks channel. And yeah, please just keep an eye out for me. I'm going to keep trucking. I think I'm going to have to do these every day if I want to get some views. So, because sporadically, late at night, it's not going to cut it. So either I'm going to get better at this, and it's going to be a real Punisher show, or I'm going to spiral into madness. And yeah, let's hope this keeps you guys around. Do you want to see me spiral into madness? Please comment. All right, guys. You have a good one. Special thanks to Javi in the chat. You, my man. Thank you. And I'll see you guys some other time. Until then, Buena Vista. Sorry. Until then, Buena Vista.